What's up, peeps? I'm back. I just had to get that rant video out earlier, but now I'm back to normal reviews. We are reviewing Seed of Chucky. So this is the 5th official Chucky movie. Really don't need these anymore. This film is not good. Like on a movie level, it's not good. It has some really weird shit. I mean, the way the film opens with literally you're seeing semen go through the body. Like, that's how this film literally opens. So, there is some weird fucking shit. We're introduced to Glenn, and Glenn, it was supposed to be like a take on Glenn and Glenda. I don't really remember who directed this movie. I don't think it was directed by it's a weird fucking movie, man. I have not watched this film I watched this film last year. So that was the last time I think I watched this film. It was entertaining. I had a fun time. You can laugh at it. There are some really weird shit. If you look at it as just a parody of a Chucky movie, then you can obviously there are some people who fucking hate this film. Like there's some channels I watch who do not like this film. But I don't hate it, like I said. I think it has some weird stuff in it. But I had fun with it. So it opens up. This is where we're introduced to Glenn, who in a dream scene kills a family, but he was actually woken up. So I'm trying to find the okay. So we're introduced. He's a ventriloquist dummy. He's basically abused by his owner. So on a commercial, we see, and this is another world where it's meta. It's another meta film. Like Chucky's like an actual film character. So we're introduced. I would have actually wanted to I kind of wanted to see this film where Santa Claus is walking and he basically gets killed by Chucky and Tiffany, and Jennifer Tilly, who's self-titled, is playing herself in it, and so basically we cut to Glenn running away from his ventriloquist master. Um, I'm just he goes to Hollywood, and he finds the voodoo amulet, basically what he was buried with. He finds the set, and he finds the bodies of Tiffany and Chucky. They're reanimated, kind of have new updated looks. And then they kill one of the producers. And then they basically this is where so they kill the guy, and then the kill was actually the kill. I will say this: there are actually some pretty good kills in this movie for a parody film. There are some actually not too bad kills in this. So you kill that guy, then they tag along to Jennifer Tilly, and basically this kind of you get a look at her life as a celebrity. So they say they gotta stop murdering, obviously. Then I will say this film is not paced well. I will say that. So she gets a part in Redman's movie, brings him over, and obviously she's gonna try to have sex with him, but Tiffany knocks him out. And the plan is they want to put their bodies into Chucky's body into Redman and her into Jennifer Tilly. So they basically try that. It didn't work. Jennifer Tilly gets basically they use a turkey baster to make her pregnant. So the next night, she tells Redman that she's pregnant, and he basically fires her off the movie, and then basically Tiffany kills him by gutting him. Like, it was a good kill. And it was kind of, Redman was playing Redman. Like, there was, the performances obviously aren't great. So, so the next night, Chucky and Tiffany tie up Jennifer and her chauffeur, who clearly has a crush on her throughout the film. He was trying to ask her out. So, one night, Chucky goes on a joyride in this. Oh, I should have explained this. This was while Tiffany killed Redman. Chucky goes on a joyride with Glenn in their, in Redman's fucking Redman's truck. And there's a little joke where they run into Britney Spears and he drives her off the road and he does the "oops, I did it again." Like, I actually laughed at that. I'll admit, I laughed at that. So then they proceed because they kill Chucky. This part was weird. There was a scene where Chucky was jerking it to get semen to implant into Tip. It was fucking weird. And I guess a guy was taking a picture, so Chucky follows that guy and kills him. No, it was Glenn who killed him by accidentally pouring like acid on him. So that happens. So now back to the so the chauffeur and Jennifer are tied up. Her Jennifer's assistant who was fired a little few days before comes over and basically she gets killed by getting sprayed with fire. They think it's Tiffany, but it turns out to be Glenn as Glenda. This part of the film, it kind of goes off the walls at this point. Like, I think, like, it wasn't too bad, and then it just goes off the walls. So, Jennifer gets birth, and Chucky just realize, like, 'cause there's like this, I guess everyone's arguing. Chucky realizes that he actually wants to stay being a doll because he felt like, I'm immortal and all this shit. Tiffany basically breaks up with him because she actually wants a life, I guess. So her chauffeur gets killed by Chucky, who throws a knife. It was aiming for Jennifer, but gets killed by but it turns out it's Stan. I'm trying to see what happens. So Jennifer's taken because the police show up. Jennifer's taken to the hospital. So she breaks in Tiffany and Glenn so they can do the speech, and then Chucky bursts in and has a little joke, breaks the door with an axe, and this. I'll say this too: you probably gotta have to be inebriated, like either high or drunk, to probably properly enjoy this. Yeah, you can't enjoy this as a good film. If you look at it as just like a fun, just movie filled with jokes, that's like a parody of Chucky, it's fine. I think I will say it's a step down from Bride, but I think it's fine. And like I said, it doesn't piss me off like Freddy's Dead or Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 or Jason Goes to Hell. Sorry about that loud ass plane. But yeah, this film ironically came out the year I actually discovered the original 4 at the time Child's Play movies. Um, 2004. So Chucky bursts in. He has like a shining joke, like, and he's like, I don't know what to say, and he bursts in and kills Tiffany. Um, So Chucky basically gets killed by his son. Then a few years later, Tiffany is basically successfully possesses Jennifer. So, and I guess this is why probably we see her again in Curse and Cult as she's basically, it's clearly Jennifer Tilly, but they probably dyed her hair. So I actually, then I'm gonna, when I get to those two films, it's kind of like they did a good job of, they somehow were able to make this canon. So Glenn receives the present, and then it's Chucky's arm, and then the film pretty much ends. So it's not a good film, mind you. Don't It's not a good horror film, and in a way, you kind of can watch this without. You can watch the other films without really watching this, but if you want to just kill like an hour and a half and just watch a batshit crazy movie, but it's in a fun way. Like, it doesn't piss me off as a horror fan. There is some weird shit in it. I will agree with that. Like, there's some weird shit in this movie, but I don't hate it. Like, I probably won't go to it all the time. I'll 9 times out of 10, I'm probably after Bride of Chucky gonna just probably go to Curse of Chucky, which I will review tomorrow. Um, and to be fair, this film did kill Chucky theatrically for a while, because this was the last theatrically released Brad Dourif Chucky movie, because we're not counting the remake. So this was the last theatrical Brad Dourif Chucky movie, because Curse and Cult are straight to DVD. So I guess in that way it is that bad, because we didn't get it for like a good, I think, 15 years. Yeah, up until 2019, but you can't really count that one because that one wasn't Brad Dourif. So yeah, so this film, I guess in that way it was that bad, but if you can watch it as a funny batshit movie, be high or be drunk and just, you know, laugh at it for a little bit. I mean, I wasn't angry after watching it. I mean, to be fair, I had watched it the first time. I think it was probably a bit after it came out, so it was like late 04 or 05 is probably when I watched it. Because by that point, it probably had come to DVD or they started playing it on TV. But yeah, this film isn't good, but I like Chucky in it. The only thing I guess I'll say I don't like is Glenn, and the whole kung fu shit in the end was dumb. Even for a Chucky movie. Sorry, that was a fly. Um, but that was a good moment. Glenn is the only thing I don't like. Flat out. I think that was weird. I don't know who directed this, but this movie is batshit insane. But, you know, I had fun with it. And obviously I don't watch this all the time, but out of 10, like a 5.5. It's super close to a 6, but I can't, in good faith, I guess, as a story, give it a 6. But it's alright, man. I mean, it doesn't piss me off. Like, this is the only kind of questionable one in the franchise. And I think pretty much after this, the Chucky franchise is largely good. And I will review when I get to it, I don't hate the remake fully. I just don't think it should have been called Child's Play. I'll get more to that when I review that, which more than likely will probably be next week. So other than that, I give this one a 5.5 out of 10. I mean, if you want to be inebriated, watch it. You know, have fun with like riffing on it with your friends. Watch it. So, but but other than that, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow I will review Curse of Chucky. And Wednesday, Scream review. But other than that, guys, peace.